everyone. Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, everyone. Nice to be here. Nice to see you all. Karibuni to our live session.
Karibuni sana. I'm Nicole Hanselman. This is Success Your Way Movement. We are streaming on different platforms. We're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on our groups page and our page, our groups. Oh, on our group and on our
group page. And on YouTube or
like
YouTube
page. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here with Yvette. Yvette, you're going to introduce our guest as I go on and try and tag some friends.
Sure, I'm Yvette of Yvette Media, the social media manager and the online communication person. And as usual, I'm happy to be here. Really love these sessions because they just fill my day with joy and encouragement. And it's always good to inspire other people and also be inspired by you guys. And I'm looking forward to a nice, fruitful session with everyone. And I've missed you guys. It's been a while since I was here. And I know that this is going to be super. So, guys, today we'll be talking about success and motherhood. Yay. Like motherhood is one of my favorite topics. For me, motherhood is actually my most favorite role to me as a person. So yeah, it's something that I like talking about. It's something that I like to learn about and share about. So yeah, this session is going to be lit completely.
Yeah, we're both mothers only, aren't we?
And interestingly, we're both mothers of sons.
We are both mothers of sons.
Yeah.
I love the topic about motherhood. I did share a little bit of myself on Monday, so I'm not really planning to go back on that. But for me, it happened at the best time possible when I really wanted it to happen. I was like really ready. All my friends, people younger than me, they all had kids, and I'm like, oh no, I think I'm ready for this. For me, it was an exciting time. Anyway, are we ready for our guest? I want us to bring her on so that we don't waste any time. She's got a lot to cover. We don't want to run out of time,
Yes.
So, ready for Naomi? Welcome. We need to introduce her mic so that she can do it herself. Hi, Naomi.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hi, you look so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Naomi. Oh, nowadays we're simply to Mombasa anymore.
Apana. I am out of Mombasa.
Welcome to Mombasa.
Maybe still funny.
But you know what, girls? I think once a Pwani person, you always remain a Pwani person.
Yeah,
and you always remain a Mombasa person somehow.
Yeah.
And when you meet other Mombasa people over here, you just want to connect with them. It happens to me a lot.
Just the other day, I met a guy on the street, and I don't know what told him. I was actually putting on a kimono top, and the guy went like, "Where will make a come to a Mombasa?" And I was like, "How did he know that?" And it was a kimono. So I was like, yeah, so that's
have the Mombasa vibes.
Yeah, you got the Mombasa vibe on you then, and you're carrying it everywhere.
Oh yes, that's
there's something special about it, about connecting with people from your region. Because even yesterday, my bro relocated, and why he made friends with somebody who was also from Mombasa. And the guy was super excited to speak to me. And they're like, oh, you still have that Mombasa accent as well, you're like, you're super excited. And immediately we switched to Ile.
Interesting how the switch just happens automatically. Because when I'm talking to my Nairobi friends, they're like, but how comes you don't have a Mombasa accent? But when I'm talking to my Mombasa friends, my childhood friends, we just switch completely to the coast accent, completely, kabisa.
Eh,
I love it.
unapata unaongea zile za mtaani sasa kabisa. The ones that
Mm.
na hiyo nasema, what are they speaking about? Is that still Swahili? Nice, exciting. Anyway, Naomi, thank you for being here. We're so excited to have you. You got so much to
for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I believe you got so
Thank
much to share, your experiences, your story. So let's go straight ahead before people are like, okay, who is Naomi and stuff. Go ahead and introduce yourself in full. Tell us anything you
you.
want and
Anything and
comfortable
everything you want us to know about you.
so that we don't go stalking.
Okay, thank you guys for having me. I'm truly humbled to be here. I'm excited. This is like my first ever interview. What is it? Yes, I'm excited. My name is Naomi. I'm Naomi Omuka. Many people know me as Naomi the DG Babe or Naomi the Social Bazaar. And it's Naomi with a Y, not I.
Mhm.
So,
Noted.
duly noted, huh? Yes, I'm Naomi Omuka, and I'm a social media manager. I am a mother of three boys. I recently just had twin boys. Yeah, that makes me mama boys. Um, but I love Jesus. I love people. I love social media. What else? What else do you guys want to know? That's just
Tell us
about me.
about your that background, that beautiful white and blue background that you can see.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yeah, go on.
coincidentally, I didn't even think that this was going to be like I was going to have this live session and officially open my shop today. So I'm at my business premises. This is Rent a Shelf Hub. We are right at the heart of Thika Town. It's a new business. It's a new concept. Actually, it's the first one in Thika, and I'm excited.
Wow.
We are renting to online entrepreneurs. Yeah, that's my business. Rent a Shelf Hub
Wow.
right at. Hmm.
Uh,
Congratulations on your new business, Naomi, and all the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you. Thank you very
Online
much.
sellers, Naomi is your person. When you want a pickup point, drop off point, that's the place to be at.
yeah.
Yes.
Mm,
We'll come to that rent a shelf thing.
yes.
Yeah, we'll come to that because I've been seeing it a lot online. People asking questions about it. I tried tagging you, but I'm not so sure whether you saw some of those because people were asking. I'm like, yeah, I know somebody would answer that question. And I tried tagging you, but I'm not so sure whether you ever saw them. Yeah, people want to know what this new rent a shelf thing is.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we'll come into that. So Naomi, our platform we call it Successful Web Movement because we came to a point where we were like I was in a stage in my life where I just thought, you know what, we feel stuck a lot of the time. We don't feel like we're doing enough. We see our friends doing amazing things on social media. We're
Mm,
always feeling self-doubting, we don't feel adequate. So we thought, you know what, why don't we have a platform where it just reminds us that, where you are right now, whatever you're doing right now, it's something. It's something, especially with this the pandemic thing, that people
mm,
just getting up in the morning is a struggle. So I thought, you know what, why don't we find a way of encouraging people? But in that said, we still are interested in knowing and defining things like success and knowing what it means to different people. So,
mm,
and there's no right or wrong answer. It's not about right or wrong answer, really. We just want that diverse
mhm.
perspective, if I may put it like that. So, tell us, do you think you're successful? And could you define success to us?
Well, I like how you just explained everything. For me, success is defined in my own way, and I just want to define success as a process, success as pain, success as growth. For me, that's how I define my success. And yes, I find myself very successful. I was happy to hear Yvette talk about she loves her role as a mother because it really resonates with me. For me, part of my success is that I have been a mother, and it is one of my best role ever. And I don't think there's any other success beyond me being a mother. And of course, entrepreneurship, yes. But for me, success is defined in between process, growth, and pain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you are that, you feel like you are that, you feel like you're successful.
Very successful.
Oh, I like that.
Very successful.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
what
Yeah.
what stands out, Naomi, on what you've said is that success is a process. It's not an end game in itself, but it's a process, it's a journey. And therefore, many of us kill ourselves because we're thinking, I'm not successful, I'm not yet where so and so is. We forget that it is a journey. Yeah,
It
It is.
and
is.
we just
And when
need
when
to walk that journey. Go ahead, Naomi.
when I say process, it is because of the things that I have learned over time, and this has been
Mm-hmm.
total what I mean total failure from one failure to the other, one failure to the other.
Mm-hmm.
I count that as very successful because one thing that has stood out in the process and in the journey is that I've never given up. I have
Mm-hmm.
never given up. So there's been a lot of pain in my success. There has
Yeah.
been, the grueling and just learning and unlearning, and that's the process for me. Each day you're learning something new, you're discovering yourself, you're growing yourself. Yeah, so it's just process, growth, and pain. A combination of all that. For me, that's my definition of success.
Yeah. That's
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
it is amazing. Completely.
Yeah, we tend to realize a lot of women don't like talking about it, and this is one of the things that we were endeavoring to do, like making sure that we are vocal about it, so that we some people are just after a mentor, a role model, but they don't get to see that. So we
Mm,
think, should women talk about the success stories because it's not really common yet, it's not happening yet.
mm,
What do you think about that?
I strongly feel yes, they should be bold about their success. And one thing that women need to understand is that we are defining success in your own term. I could
mm,
be a successful mother, you could be a successful doctor, and in motherhood, you could be a successful mother who's an entrepreneur, and there's another homestay mom who is successful because that's a full time job. So
mm.
define your success, be bold about it, do not fear. I mean, you're defining your success in your
Your
own
own.
terms. It's
Mm,
In your
about
own terms.
what you're doing, it's about your strengths, it's about your talent. Aya, be bold about it. Do not fear. Yani, wewe ndio unasema ni vile kutaenda. Wewe ndio unajua.
mm.
You're your
Like you
boss.
embrace, it's just
Yeah,
part of you. Embrace who you are. You're not bragging. You're not trying to put someone else down. You're just
no.
talking about you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
really like the way you're saying that.
Let, and let no one put you down while at it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
I really love that you're saying that. I really do.
Mm,
Because what I was saying is that, sometimes we don't feel successful, we self doubt. Why? Because we went by somebody else's definition of that. You don't
yeah.
know where the starting point was. Like in Africa in general, I know we blame our leaders, we blame things and stuff. But we have to understand Africa is still a baby. We went into a race that was already started. We started
Yes.
in the middle of it. You can't compare us to the rest of the world. It's unfair to us. We
Mm,
start we feel inadequate in that. How can you fight with a country that started developing back in the 17th century? They started doing all these buildings back in those days. How can you compete with that? So the same concept, if we use it with our own lives, know that we can't have the same race. It's not fair. Some of these people we're racing with, their fathers had jets already. Your mom didn't even have a bicycle.
mm, mm.
So
Not
the
not not
Not
women know
even
how to.
shoes.
even add on that, growing up, I used to watch Oprah, and for me, I know she's one of the world's greatest successful woman, and I have no issue with that. And growing up, for me, I was like, yeah, one day I want to be like Oprah. I want to have a TV show like Oprah. One thing we also need to understand: we do not know Oprah's journey. Sometimes
Yes.
we don't even understand where she started from or where she's
Mm,
headed from, the
mm,
network she has had, the connections she has had, even
mm,
the pain that Oprah went through.
mm.
So why don't you define success with your journey, with what you're
Yeah.
going through, your
Mm,
talents, with your strength? I'm not saying looking at Oprah is a bad thing, but
No.
that that gives you like a certain benchmark of how you're supposed to define your success, yet you are already successful in your own ways. I mean, there are people who probably be given your role and they'll be like, I can't deal with what Nicole is doing. So it means you are successful in what you're doing. So define success in your own way. Looking at other people is an encouragement. It uplifts you, it makes you do better probably. But look at yourself, look at what is within you, your strengths and your talents, and define success from that. And be bold about it.
Absolutely. We're going to go on to motherhood. I really appreciate you saying that. It's one of our greatest topics on this platform. But today's main topic was motherhood. So before we go to that, let me just welcome everybody who is live with us here. Say hello, tell us where you're joining from. Salimia, Naomi, tell I guess you always like it when you participate with us. Resilience has been your second, Naomi. Your second
name, maybe.
I'm not sure I follow that. Please explain that to me. Then I can say success is personal. It's a personal journey. I like that. If we want to make it personal, we'll know we are successful, and the more we feel successful, the better we'll be at whatever we're doing. Yeah, there's somebody mwenye hata kumaliza class 8, so alijua destination ni kwa house help, so amekuwa house help, then they managed to kujifundisha kushona. Not to tell me that person is not successful, jamani, na nashona na anaweza vizuri.
They are successful.
Yeah, make it personal. In fact, I'll give you the stage into motherhood.
Yes, Naomi, please tell us your journey through motherhood. Interesting that you're also a mom of boys. So it's a team of moms of boys.
We need to support them at this rate.
Yeah, that means we need a lot of cows.
Yes.
Because they'll be going, these cows will be going.
and also a coach to train us on how to be good mother-in-laws.
Oh yes. That's true.
Very important. You know what? You want to be that mother-in-law who's a witch.
I'll make a good one. I don't care what she is, how she is, or who the person is, because nowadays you can never tell anyway. But I'm just full of love and ready, because I'm disadvantaged. I've got just the one, so I'm so ready for grandchildren. Yeah. So, tell us about your motherhood journey, anyway.
I think I don't think, I actually believe my motherhood journey has been beautiful and interesting. Why do I say that? I have been a single mom, and then I transitioned to co-parenting, and the dynamics are different. And now I'm a mother in marriage. So I've literally experienced 3 sides of motherhood. And I love that.
Yeah. So what is motherhood for you? Was it a journey that you planned to ever do? Is it something you bumped into? I just want to understand how it's different for everybody. Like I said, for me, it was something I was so ready to do. I felt like I conceived at 27. That is like fairly late. I wanted. I was actually praying to God and telling God, I want to, and I'm ready.
The reason why I'm laughing is I really want to be honest about this. I love being authentic, especially with topics that are very dear to me. And my honesty can really be obscene here, but I will try and be, I can say it better. I think when I became a mother, I wasn't ready. I want to be honest about it. One, I was chasing my career. I had so much plans. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about motherhood. I want to be honest, I didn't actually plan to be a mother. It just happened. I know it sounds like a cliche when you say it just happened, but yes, it just happened when I was chasing careers, chasing life. I was just doing life, and yeah, I wasn't ready. But I think once you just become a mother, there's just that natural instincts that come to you, and you take it on. So yes, when I started being a mother, I wasn't really ready for it. I was. I want to say that I was a little bit naive, or I wasn't just ready. But I promised myself that when I am a mother again, and I thank God that even when I was transitioning to motherhood in co-parenting, I was really, really embracing motherhood, and I was trying to learn and unlearn, the good and the bad of just being a mother, and appreciating everything, because I mean, motherhood comes with so much. So yes, I wasn't ready, but I am happy that I am. I believe I am a better mother today.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know
I'm
what?
just
I noticed how you were a little bit hesitant to just be honest with the fact that it just didn't happen to you at the time you hoped and planned. Well, I'm
yeah.
thinking that is common to a lot of people. It's a
I mean,
common narrative,
it's
and
a
I don't
very
think
common thing.
I
Yeah,
don't think some
I
people are even supposed to be embarrassed about it.
I think
Sometimes it has
most of
just happened.
us, yeah,
Mm,
and most of us weren't ready. I mean, I too wasn't ready. Just like you, I was chasing
mm,
life, living life straight out of college, and boom, pregnancy happened. And but the most amazing thing about motherhood is that moment when you see your baby for the first time. Maybe Naomi, you are not ready. Here you are. So your baby has been brought to you for the first time. How was that feeling for you?
Wow. By the way, I remember every single bit. For one thing, I went for a CS, and I was being told that when I woke up, I kept on asking, like, "Where's my baby?" And the minute I saw him, yes, the minute I saw him, I was elated. I was happy. I couldn't
Mm,
believe. I think I kept on telling the nurses, like, Nilete, bring that child to me. Bring that child to me.
mm,
I just want to be with him. I want to hold him. I want to cuddle him. I kept on asking guys, is this my baby? Is this mine? Like, what is then just bring out this child. Yes. So once I got hold of the baby, and everything just changed. I think for that, God is just amazing to switch you off from not being ready, and even the not understanding bit of being a mother, that you're even
yeah,
able to just hold of everything,
yeah,
even teach the baby on how to suckle, and all these things.
mm,
yeah.
Yeah, so it is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Mine was
yeah, it's
really
always
embarrassing.
beautiful.
Every time I share mine, people like think you're crazy or you're okay. You're definitely weird. You've always known you're weird, but you're definitely weird. Mine was. I think it's the combination of a lot of things that happened during that time because it was
Mm,
very trying times for me. Trying changing environment, relocating, having been ill the same year, conceiving the same year, starting a new culture. There was so many things going on at the same time that when I held my baby, I couldn't stop crying. I was just too emotional. I
mm,
think also it was I thought I could never conceive. I thought it's something that I could
mm,
never do. I don't know. I
mm.
still don't know why I was just crying, and I kept telling people, "I'm okay. Actually, I'm okay. It's happy."
It was a miraculous moment for you, maybe,
It was too much. It just came, all of it came out at the same time. And then there's the scary journey of carrying a baby. You hear, and at that time, I think I also lost a baby. So you are carrying the whole thing during that time, knowing that there's a possibility you might never even hold it, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
So when I
For
held my
sure.
baby, to me, I don't know, I cried, and people laugh, but I cried. I did.
We all did.
It's
We all did.
mine was more or less like Naomi's. Yeah, I'm a CS mom too. So and I was completely knocked off. I didn't want the option of where you're
I
not
was a
completely
CS
sure.
too. Yes, so
Ah,
I am CS as well.
yeah. So when they
Late
brought my
moms.
baby, so they brought my baby, and I'm thinking, wow, this is the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. Like that was my first reaction, and I
Um,
just couldn't stop looking at him. I wanted to hold him the whole time, but I was still groggy and they wanted to take him away. But I kept insisting, no, just let him stay with me, let him stay with me. It was a
Oh,
beautiful moment. And
yeah.
something happens at that moment. At that time, I made a pledge to myself that I was going to protect this little being for the rest of my life. I don't know whether you girls went through that.
I remember, I remember when
I did.
my son was 3 months. Remember, I am a mom. I am single. I am trying to find out what's going on. I
Mm,
am trying to figure motherhood out. I am confused. I'm actually happy that my mom was there for about 2 weeks, and that made me relax for quite a while. But then when she left, I was frustrated. I'm just trying to figure things out. And I remember at 3 months, my son was crying, literally crying the whole night. I didn't know what to do. I was just sick and tired of everything. And I remember in the midst of all that night, I took hold of my son. I am crying. He is crying. And I prayed. I told God, you know what? I don't know what to do, but I'm only asking you to give me strength and peace. I
Yeah.
remember that prayer very well. And my
mm,
son started crying. I don't know what I did. But then later on, of course, I came to find out that I didn't have enough milk when I went to see the doctor. But then at that moment, I was so confused. And I think 3 times or 4 times, I called my mom asking what to do. And you know what my mom said? You are now a mother. Able to try and figure things
figure it
out.
out. Yeah. Figure it
So
out.
that night when I couldn't call her anymore, I just made that prayer, I'm asking for strength and peace. And that's all I have had ever since. Strength and peace of just bringing up my son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also made the same promise. I was like, you know what, I'm going to
yeah.
always protect you with all my might. I think it's just something that we naturally do. You just know your job is to protect that person. Yeah. So, would you tell people, any person who is planning to start that journey, or it's happened to them accidentally too, and they're in the middle of it and they have no idea? Would you tell them whether it's hard? Is it overrated? What would you tell anybody who is starting that journey?
And once again, I want to be honest. Motherhood is it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that you make as a person, because it comes with going down on your knees. Motherhood sometimes is uplifting and sometimes it is stressful. Sometimes
Yeah.
it breaks you, sometimes it makes you, sometimes it tests your patience, sometimes motherhood fills you up. As in,
Mm.
motherhood has so many experiences and at different times and different seasons. So I love motherhood. I'm thrilled about motherhood. For me, it's the best role ever. Actually, sometimes I ask God, why did he even think of me? I can't even sometimes take care of myself, and now he's asking me to take care of someone else. No, so it has a whole emotion. A whole circle of emotions each and every day, and there's nothing that is predictable. I always say there's no manual to motherhood. Today
True.
you're a good mother, tomorrow you're a fussy mother, another day you are a bad mother, another time you're the police, there's a time you're the doctor, there's a time you are the encourager. It has its good and bad. There's nothing there's no benchmark or yardstick to motherhood, but it's beautiful. It's the most amazing thing ever.
Mm,
Yeah.
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 Spot on, Naomi.
It's not,
Spot on completely. Yeah, there's a beautiful, beautiful side of motherhood, but also,
mm,
there's the reality of it. There's the reality of not sleeping the whole night. If your
mm,
baby, especially, is a crier, there's that
yeah.
reality, and sometimes you have to go to work the following day. Babies get sick, um, and they don't talk. You don't even know what to tell them or what's wrong with them. Those are the
It's
realities of
nothing
motherhood.
personal to you. That baby is
Yes,
just trying to communicate. They have no idea. And maybe they'll be loved like
completely.
Auntie Nicole here. That's why they cry a lot. But I wasn't a
Mm,
crying baby. So maybe they're just they're trying, they're trying to
yeah.
communicate. You don't take it personally. Concentrate
Mm,
on the important things, which will be like providing the food, providing the security. Don't take
mm,
anything like it's a personal attack to you on your parenting.
yeah.
That kid doesn't have any idea whether you're a good parent or not, whether there were an accident or not. They don't
Mm,
take all those things into account. Those are the things you know. Those are the things
oh yeah.
your negative self-talk telling you that, reminding you maybe you're not good, or you end up being like your own mother, or you do that. Those are
Mm,
talks that kid hasn't got any, but they do feel energy. That's why you need to make sure that you have
Yeah.
positive energy around you. They do
yeah.
feel that you
Very
to be the
important.
best version, your best self, to make your life easier. Don't overcomplicate motherhood. That's my own advice. I don't know what Naomi has got to say, but my own advice
But
is don't complicate it. Make it
true,
simple,
don't
clean.
overcomplicate. Yeah.
Mm,
Don't overthink it. Don't do any, or don't compare any child with anybody else's child with yours. Maybe you just found that kid on their best days. Maybe they're even more of a monster than yours. So you
oh
don't
yes,
know.
true.
Yeah,
Very
you
true.
don't know. Just
That's
don't compare. Do your thing.
And
Absolutely.
also, guys should also be aware that motherhood has been romanticized, overly romanticized. And what you see on IG is, twinning, some mother twinning with the baby girl, all the nice stuff. Huh?
Mm,
But be aware that there's the other side that people don't post on social media. So
mm,
if you find yourself in a situation where you have a fussy baby,
mm,
or you have a sickly baby, or your baby is not achieving those milestones, know that
mm.
babies are different and these things are expected. So it doesn't mean that you're a bad mom.
No,
It's all
and,
part
and
of motherhood.
Yvette, you
absolutely.
just mentioned that, and I was thinking of how I currently have a twin baby boys, and I was used to seeing my firstborn's milestone and just monitoring that. And
Mm,
with this twin babies, I've really, really, honestly been humbled to be patient because they
Mm,
are two different people with two different characters,
mm,
two different milestones. They are completely just different, and every time I'm thinking of even comparing, and it brings me down to just understanding like these are two different people, so the
mm,
milestones that might not be the same, how they
absolutely.
behave. This one probably is
mm,
doing well and the other one is not, and it
Yeah.
has really taught me on how to be patient as a mother. And even now my eyes are opening, like I'm gonna have three different boys, three different characters, three different behaviors, and I can't expect them to all be the same. Probably one will love school, and probably the other won't, or one will want a
mm.
career that I'm thinking this is not him. It teaches you a lot. You keep
Yeah.
learning every day, and the more you embrace motherhood and what it entails, the more you actually embrace your child.
Mm,
When it's one baby, you're able to monitor and start envisioning and thinking. But now I have two of them, two different babies with two different characters and
Double
all that.
trouble.
That's interesting. It's just interesting.
mm. I
Amazing.
Yeah.
can imagine. I
Thank
can
you everybody
imagine.
who's just joining us. Karibuni, Karibuni. Tell us where you're joining from. I'm seeing, I think that's Carl. Yeah, that's Carl. She was tuning in from Madrid. Karibu, Karibu. And then we had somebody watching from Mombasa. Karibuni, Nyote. Justus, Asante. Justus is saying, it's raining here, guys. I guess I'll watch Kabadai, but I managed to see beautiful lipstick. Great show, good
Oh,
people.
justice and
You
lipstick.
know, Justus, we start. Ukianza kumshuku you Justus.
No, justice just needs to buy us lipstick. Period.
Kwanza you and the obsessed na lipstick yako. How come he doesn't stop noticing your lips? This Justus,
No,
where?
no, he just
Mlango.
loves lipstick.
Huyu tutaanza tu kumshuku. He tunes in to check the lipstick kama ziko on point.
Or maybe he's setting up a lipstick line. You just never know. You just never know. It's part of his marketing
But very good.
that promotes justice.
Yvette, you're sitting on money. Maybe we should start selling lippies. Unaeka hapo hivyo.
I
Yvette,
know. All these brands, huh? Isn't it brands start different?
Okay, Naomi, I did have some few questions that I wanted to ask you. Okay, first I'm curious about something. You have twins, and I'm just thinking, if I had such a blessing, the whole flipping world would know. I would brag about it. I'll make sure everybody absolutely knows about it. It will be everywhere. It's like a dream. That's something that we all wished for as young girls, like having twins so that you dress them alike and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do that before I ask you my question? My question is, what would you change about your journey, your motherhood journey, if you could control it, or if, what would you change? But first, tell me about the twins.
Twins? What is the question about the twins?
The first one is, I was just trying to tell you, if I was a mother of twins, I would brag about it, I'll show off, I'll dress them the same. All those things we dream of as young girls. Do you do that? Are you that kind of mom?
No. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm that kind of a mom. I mean, I'm a social media manager. These things, you can't even control them. But then, if there's one choice I've had to make about my motherhood journey and my family life, is to try as much as possible to keep it private. So yes, I do all that. I take pictures, I do videos and stuff like that, but I keep them private. And sometimes I post or share once in a while. Yeah, but I decided to try as much as possible to keep my my family life private. Yeah, because I do a lot of stuff on social media, and sometimes you are not able to control stuff. And I don't want to subject my family to things that go on with my work life. So yes, maybe in future I'll start a vlog.
Congratulations to you. Because some people wouldn't be breathing if I had twins. Oh my God, especially at this point in my life right now. I just feel like
I know that. I'd love to share. I mean, they are a blessing and they are a wonder. Every time I'm taking a walk with them, I mean, and guys are stopping me. Are they twins? Oh my God! Yes, it is a blessing. It's a nice thing. But then sometimes there are choices you have to make in this life, especially for me with my career. It's a bit difficult to keep a balance between my work and my family life. So I decided to keep them a little bit private. A little bit private.
Right.
So, still on the topic of twins.
Anything that I would change?
Yeah.
In my motherhood journey, was that the next question?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything that I want to change in my motherhood journey, because every little thing that I have gone through in motherhood has actually put me in the right place or in the right position to be who I am today. I'd say it has set me up for greater things. And I know I probably wasn't a good mother. I probably was such a wild mother before. And, there are things that I might have not done right. But those things are the lessons I carry on to date. And they're the things that have made me the changes I'm making. Probably if I was the mother before, hey, Yvette, my motherhood journey would be all over and stuff like that. So you see, even from my experiences before and the kind of I kind of had a phase of being a toxic mother or toxic motherhood journey. You see, so right now I am protecting my family because of what I do, and you see, those are decisions you're making out of what you have experienced. And I think if I didn't experience that, I would not be doing better. So I don't think there's anything I really, really want to change, because I know I am slowly making the difference. And those things the things that I went through, they set me up for greatness. So no, there's nothing I want to change about motherhood.
Wow, amazing. First of all, I'm so impressed by your level of self-awareness. I mean, you are aware that you had some toxic traits, as a mother the first time round, and that happens to a lot of us, and
Mm.
especially if you get in motherhood and you hadn't planned for it, it's something that just happens to you. It becomes really difficult embracing motherhood, and even the way you go through motherhood, it becomes more of a task than something that you look at as a blessing, and in a way you resent yourself, you resent your child, yeah, and we grow through that. We grow through that. So it's really, I'm so impressed that you're able to be aware of that, and then you made an a very deliberate decision to implement changes in this new motherhood
I
journey.
remember, I remember when I was transitioning from being a single mother to co-parenting and co-parenting peacefully, and I was doing a self analysis, or I was just checking me, not my spouse or the father of my child. And I kept on asking myself, where did I go wrong? Because most of the times we want to
Yeah.
point fingers at this other
Mm,
person. We want to blame
yeah,
them.
true.
We never think about them that probably they were equally not ready for what
Yeah. Yeah.
will
Mm,
happen. We are blaming them. Probably they were not there, they're not providing and stuff like that. But even them, they're probably going through their own, the challenges. And
Mm.
when I was able to see that, even me, I participated to, us not being able to take care of this child.
Mm.
And yes, all of the things that have made me, I don't want to say be a better mother, a better mother.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
That's the
There's not
beauty of
really
growth.
such thing as a bad mom per se,
Ah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Then
true,
it's just
true.
something that the society has put there sometimes, or maybe we put it in our head ourselves most of the time. But there's nothing like that. You will make mistakes because you are human, not necessarily because you're a bad mom or anything, and maybe because you
Mm,
never saw it in your own family too. That things you never saw, and maybe you never cuddled, so you don't
mm,
understand all this about cuddling. The things just forgive yourself. I think this greatest power ever is learning to forgive yourself, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing, amazing power. Forgive yourself
mm,
for being human, for making mistakes and stuff. And from there comes self-awareness, where you realize, you know what? Yeah, maybe I am the problem in certain relationships. Yeah, there's a high possibility because I'm
mm.
the one who keeps on appearing in all these relationships anyway.
Yes,
So how
true.
can I be a better person? How can I make myself better and
Mm,
develop those relationships on a deeper level? But don't go
mm.
there and judging yourself. It doesn't help. It just makes it even worse. It just makes it
Yeah,
Yeah.
worse.
very
Yeah,
true.
I absolutely love that. And there's this thing that is so funny now that you talked about being a better mom and stuff. And so I know some of us get obsessed with the fact that we are bad moms. And why is it that the society just assumes that all single dads are good dads, and then mothers first to be judged as a bad one before you're a good one or something. So if a dude had a stroller, everybody goes, oh,
Oh
oh.
yeah,
But
he's a
as
good
women, we
father.
always have strollers. We are always
I don't know. I think it's societal expectations, guys. People just expect women to be nurturing and to know it all as far as motherhood is concerned, and you're not expected to make
only pushing a
mistakes.
pram is not sexy and cute when a woman does it. It's only
I
sexy and
don't
cute when a man.
know. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, the
But yeah,
problem.
we need to change. Yeah, as a society, we need to change, that perception, because hey, this is a dad just parenting his child, just the
Hmm.
same way a woman would be parenting her child. So
It's so unfair. Do you
yeah.
know, like in Europe, I know this for a fact because I've spoken to a lot of single dads. I know this for a fact that in Europe, and this one as a person was open with me, telling me their life, and they're like, him as a single parent, he gets a lot more pity and a lot more sympathy from
Support.
co-workers, from everybody. Yeah, at work, he never lost his job or anything. His boss was really supportive, and his boss was like, "Oh, and get them and proper work and life, work and life balance, so that he's able to be a good single dad and still be able to work." And even during that time, he still got a promotion. Because, oh,
Mm.
apparently he's hardworking, he's a single dad. How is he doing it? But as women, you get demoted. You're always at home.
Yeah, well, it's unfair, the unfair dynamics of our world. But yeah, like I said, it's just a societal, one of those societal perceptions that need to change.
Need to change
Because
and appreciate her.
yeah, we put in so much work, I mean, at motherhood, and then we still have to look good, and then you still have to put in a lot more work at work. So
I think also, I think like we should just stop comparing each other or one another for the
Hmm.
fact that we all play our roles differently. Once we understand, I mean, that this is a mother's role and this is a father's role, or this is a role that we can both play and play
mm,
it better of the children, I mean, that's it. Then we will stop comparing or thinking one does better than the other because we all have different roles and
I
we are
like that.
all we can
yes.
all roles
Yeah.
in I mean it's just a matter of understanding this is my role, this is his role, or this is both our roles. We are
Yeah.
equally just playing these roles in the best way that we can. Then
Yeah.
that would be better. Let's just stop comparing
So,
because we all have different roles and we have roles that we
Mm,
can both and do them perfectly well.
yeah, we
mm,
realize that we are
mm,
all parents. You're a mother, you're a dad, just because you have female organs and just because they have male organs, but we are all doing the
yes.
same thing, parenting. The main goal. Whereby if I think imagine this we need for society, we need to wash ourselves and we need to
I
come
Yes.
to
know.
We,
A
we,
lot of
we need
unlove.
to, we
seriously.
really,
But
really
at
need
least the
to.
dad has the kids, he's babysitting. He's doing, yeah, but
Yeah,
why
he's
is he
babysitting. He's
parenting?
helping the mom. He's helping the mom by
Helping the
babysitting.
mom. And seriously, you're the dad, you're the father. We are doing this together. It has nothing to do with when you do it, it's a different name. When I do it, it's normal, it's nothing. Uh,
But again, on the brighter side, things are changing. I see many young dads, millennials, and even the generation that's after the millennials, many young dads are really showing up and actively taking their roles as parents, not just
yeah,
through providing, but being there. They're feeding children,
yeah,
they're changing diapers, they're taking them for walks, they're taking them to school. So, yeah, I would say as a nation, tumetoka mbali na bado tunaenda mbali. So yeah, congratulations, millennial dads. Yeah, you guys are doing a great thing.
yeah, that's nice because
Mhm.
sisi kwa ile generation yeah, the dads after work it was the pub and you only saw
Mm,
them after bedtime, isn't it? They only came back
yeah,
home after
walikuwa
everybody.
nakuja kukula na kulala.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Naomi freezing? I think she's frozen or
Yeah,
something.
she's frozen. Yeah,
Let me
she is
take her
frozen.
off and put her back on when I notice any movement. Yeah, this is amazing
Mm,
topic. This motherhood thing. Uh, it,
yes.
it's a shame that sometimes as mothers we feel like we have to make people to appreciate us. We feel like we're trying to force people to appreciate us, but it's not really like that. In fact, we wouldn't even need to do such things if we already felt appreciated. If if the base was already there, isn't
Mm,
it? We won't have
yeah,
to.
true.
Yeah.
True, and I think also society generally judges mothers harshly. Like if
Mm,
your baby is throwing a tantrum in public,
mm,
people give you those dirty looks, yeah. And yet, hey, 2-year-old, 3-year-olds are expected to throw tantrums anyway, and
yeah.
therefore, as mothers, we also feel guilty, like, maybe I'm not disciplining my child enough, maybe I'm not
Mm,
parenting well,
mm,
but come on, yeah, some things are just so natural. So the
yeah.
expectation is also high. And then
Yeah.
we carry that burden of these expectations. You want to deliver as per what is expected of us. So, we put pressure on ourselves, we end up being stressed, we
Mm,
end up stressing our children,
mm,
you know so I think we as moms, we also need to be a little, not a little, a lot kinder to ourselves, and
yeah.
just give ourselves the grace to to
Yeah.
sail through it, know that it's not our fault. Some things are happening. Some things are very, very much natural.
Yeah. So we need to
Yeah.
breathe in, inhale,
Mm,
relax, just enjoy motherhood. Don't overcomplicate, don't
yes.
overthink it, don't judge, don't worry about people. Go
Mm,
through mistakes, make them, in fact, make them with confidence and just
yeah.
get on with
I
it.
mean, this motherhood does not come with a manual. It doesn't. You learn on the job. Every mother, including our mothers and our grandmothers, they all learned on the job. So why are we putting pressure on ourselves?
On
If your
something
child
that
is
even
loved
we don't
and
know, nobody
healthy,
gave us the manual or anything. So
mm,
relax, breathe in, breathe out, and just enjoy the journey. I think we lost our guest for a bit. I don't know that she's coming
yes,
back. I did ask a
thank
question to the
you.
audience. Nobody's answering that. I would like them to tell us. That was a question to our audience. Do you have any twins? Oh, it was about the twins things. If you had,
Mm.
what are some of the things that you do with them? Do you have all these dreams and fantasies when it comes to having twins? I know I do. I know I do. I don't think
Um,
it's fair. I assume just because they're twins, they have to be dressed alike and stuff. But it's
mm,
just the fun of it. I know they'll hate me later, maybe for dressing them alike. That would be absolutely fun and cute.
yeah, definitely. If I had twins, I'd be dressing them alike. Though my sister and I are just 1 year apart. So growing up, many people thought we were twins, and our parents would dress us alike, and we really hated it. Hated
Hi,
it.
Naomi. Nice having you back. In fact,
Very much
it's just
good.
telling us that they used to be dressed alike. My elder
Yeah.
sister hated it because she was way
Mm.
older than us. My younger sister, we loved it, but my older sister absolutely hated it. My mom would buy three outfits, similar outfits. She would
Mhm.
us.
I
And
mean,
then, because
to
we
the
were
mom, you look
younger,
cute. Mm.
sisi tunafurahia, we loved it. Tunangoja avae kwanza.
Ah, you guys were nasty.
Atajam, atajam, atamani tu kutuua. Anakasirika. Sasa tuoni big deal. We're so like, oh, it's
We all want to look alike.
yeah. Imagine with your big sis knives. Mnafanana
Mm.
tunakaa tu. Like it's so silly. Okay. Um. Uh, oh, okay. We've tackled this. I was gonna ask you
Yeah.
about, what advice you had about those people self-doubting the whole process of motherhood and
Mm.
those who are going to start. I think we talked about that, but I don't know whether there's anything to add. We've got some
Yeah.
time left. After that, then you can tell us about your households, where we can find you on social media, the things
Mm.
you do on social media, so that if anybody wants to follow you, they can, and then we understand. We mentioned it at the beginning, what you do, the rent a shelf too, as well.
Mm.
Did you get the question? If there was a question at all in that, I hope you understood. So yeah, back to you, Naomi.
Okay, so anyone who wants to be a mother, it's a beautiful thing. It's amazing. I always say that you are a custodian. You're nothing, by the way, but a custodian. God has
Mm.
given you that responsibility, and it's
Mm,
a gift, a huge gift that there's some people who are wishing to be mothers and they're not. So if you're
mm,
one,
mm,
embrace it, enjoy it through the good and the bad. There is no bad mother. You are just transitioning. You are probably in ignorance, or it is because of things that you have gone through, things that happened to you as a
mm,
person, or growing up. That's all you knew. I mean, there's no bad mother or good mother. You are a mother, and you are a gift, and you are beautiful just the way you are. So enjoy it. And if you want to be a mother, be one. It's a choice that comes with its consequences. I mean, there are sacrifices to being a mother, and there are good things to just being a mother. And whatever happens in between your journey, enjoy it, embrace it, love on it, live it, thrive. I mean, enjoy
mm.
motherhood.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very motherhood. It's
Yeah.
the greatest force on earth. Even we call it Mother Nature, Mother Earth. Motherhood just amazing and special. We are the creators. We are the ones who bring. We are the ones that are making this world a living space.
Yeah.
Really.
we
Yes,
bring forth life. We link a generation to the next. Come on,
like
it's an amazing, amazing role.
amazing role. I
Yeah.
couldn't change it for anything.
Mm,
Absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
And also, if I can add, and maybe Naomi, maybe you'll also reinforce it. You having experience, um, as mothers, and especially young mothers, we
Mm,
feel that we shouldn't ask for help. That we are expected to be perfect, expected to know these things. Yeah.
mm,
Young mothers out here, please
mm,
understand it's okay to ask for help, and not
mm,
just young mothers, even us. Yeah,
mm,
us who are we already teen moms, but
mm.
we still ask for help because
Yeah,
at every stage there are new challenges, and we've
yeah,
never experienced this before. Like me,
yeah.
like my biggest issue now with a teenage boy is his tendency to keep so much to himself. He's not the boy who was once bubbly and telling me everything, because now
Mm,
he's aware that I'm a woman and he's a boy.
yeah.
Yeah, and because of that, he's different. So I feel no shame in asking, other people who've walked this journey before me, because I've never been here before. I'm not a boy. I don't know how boys think. Yeah, and yeah, there's no shame in asking, and I learned so much in asking. And
Yeah.
young mothers, mothers with twins, mothers of multiples,
Mm.
especially, who ask for help. It's
Ask
not
for help.
easy.
Yeah.
You are expected to get tired. So yeah, ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the truth. And from my own personal experience, when I had my first child, I lived a journey of wanting to prove that I can do it. That
Yes.
I am independent. I have everything figured out. You know,
Mm,
I had a good job. I'm thinking I can work things out and I can
mm,
do this. I have to prove that yes, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to be. The perfect notion of who a mother is. But let me tell
mm,
you, this my being a single mom is it's gonna work out, and I'm gonna prove it. So I lived for
yeah.
so many years trying to prove to people around me that I can do things, I can fix things. I
Mm,
can make things work. And
Mm,
I'm enjoying motherhood right now much more than I did before because
mm,
I've embraced the true identity of who I am. And
mm.
just the understanding that motherhood has its challenges. And sometimes
Yeah.
these challenges you don't even know. Sometimes I wake up and I don't feel like being a mother, and it is
Yeah.
okay. There's
mm,
nothing wrong about that. And I'm really, really happy that I have people around me that every time I'm falling short or I feel like there's a gap or there's a hitch, I call and tell them, you know what, I have a preteen. By the way, preteens nowadays have issues as well.
oh
And
yeah.
I don't understand what's going on. So if it's a man I'm calling and I'm asking questions, you know that this boy is acting this way and I don't like it. What can I do? I have friends
Mm,
who are on diet. Ensure that you have a support system who
Support
are
oh
system.
yeah.
able to,
Very
those
important.
people who have walked the journey before,
Mm,
make sure it's a very important thing. You have a
mm,
good support system. And
Mm,
I even have friends who, especially when I was back in Mombasa, like I
mm,
am feeling, shitty and I don't feel like doing anything. I just call them and they know that at this time,
mm,
Naomi can't be a mother. She's being herself. So they
mm,
take care of you. Come, cook, wash clothes for you, do stuff that you normally would ask someone else to do. But then you have people who are around you that understand you and understand the journey of motherhood.
mm.
A support system is very, very important. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you don't know, ask. There is nothing bad about asking, or even saying that you have failed as a mother. There is nothing
mm,
wrong with that. By the way,
Mm,
guys fail every other day. Sometimes you're even raising your voice because of what you're going through, and it doesn't really have to be anything toxic. Maybe your work pressure, and you
mm,
are all of a sudden just snapping to
mm,
your children. And
mm,
what do guys, people who have gone ahead, what do they do? By the way, I get a lot
mm,
of questions, like, especially I'm
mm.
very passionate about co-parenting because it is something that I see a lot of conversations on social media, and I don't want to say that uh, guys who are co-parenting are doing it wrongly. But I strongly feel that if we put our egos and emotions aside, we will be able to
Absolutely.
co-parent.
You've nailed
And
it. Sweetheart,
it's
nailed
just
it.
for the benefit and the good of your child. It's never about
Mm,
you. But sometimes we are
mm,
battling our own things inside, and we don't know. Subconsciously, by the way, we just
mm,
don't know. So
Mm.
yes, every time I get questions, how do you do it? How are you calm about it? And behind the scenes, of course, I say I'm not calm. It's not easy. Sometimes you have a parent who's not, in the same wavelength as you, but
Mm.
you realize it's not about you, because when
yes.
when there's when there's a conflict,
Mhm.
your emotions take the better side. So why
Mhm.
don't you try putting the emotions aside and deal with the issue, your child? You see?
Mm.
So yes, motherhood is beautiful. Mother,
It is.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
just love everything you guys are saying. Absolutely love it. Absolutely
Mm,
love it. Motherhood, whatever you watch in the movies, put it aside. That's scripted. Put it aside. Just go with your journey. Use a support system. Love yourself. Look after yourself. Make sure your
oh yeah.
well-being is up there. That's how you can look after another human being. But if you're not looking after yourself, those work frustration, you'll bring them home, and yeah, it will affect the people you love. It will affect the people you love, and it will show. Naomi, can you tell us how we can find you on social media, what you do, your work, how you can help us with whatever businesses we have, and how you come in as a digital marketer? If there's anything you don't cover today, it's fine because we have you for a whole
A
month.
whole month.
So go
yay.
ahead. I know. Who are you? You're
So,
stuck with us.
so if you're looking for some sense of humor, if you're looking for encouragement, if you're looking for the word of God, if you're looking for a friend, you can find me at Naomy Omuka on Facebook and on Instagram. Though my Instagram is private, but find me on Facebook, Naomi Omuka. If you're looking for digital marketing services, go to Social Buzz 360. You'll get me there. I'll answer your questions. I'll help you out on your digital marketing issues. And if you're looking for a rental shelf, if you're an online entrepreneur and you're looking at renting a shelf, go to Rental Shelf Hub Thika on Facebook and Rental Shelf Hub on Instagram, Rental Shelf Hub on Twitter. So I probably have three different personalities on this social media. So for the word of God, if you're looking for encouragement, go to my Facebook page, and a lot of humor. Me, I make so much fun on social media. Some
Mm,
people don't get it. They tell me I have a lot of banter on my personal page. But you know what? We are going through a lot in this life, and
mm.
sometimes we just need a space
Something
where we can
awesome.
laugh and talk about
Mm,
stuff without pressure. So
yes.
if I'm talking about pressure, let's go to Social Buzz at 360. And if you're looking at having business interactions, rent a shelf hub Thika. Thank
Mm,
you.
yeah.
Absolutely. You are gonna tell us how the rental shop works?
Yes, yes, sure. So rent a shelf hub. First of all, the location is at Thika. Most people don't know that because I'm from Mombasa. Guys are thinking I'm in Mombasa, but we are going to open a branch in Mombasa pretty soon. Let's
Yes,
settle
yes.
in Thika first. Most people are telling me, "Oh, you left Mombasa, and then you're going to open a very good concept in Thika." I will be back. I will be back. Give me a little
You
time. I'll
speak
be
like
back.
an
So
trans leader. I'll be
I
back.
tell you. I will be back. I will be back in my hometown to open Rent
Yeah.
and Shelf. I actually have a branch in Mombasa. So Rent and
Mm-hmm.
Shelf is very interesting concept for me. I think it's something I'm really passionate about because I have put in so much thought into it, considering I've equally been an online entrepreneur. So it's a space where online and entrepreneurs can have a physical location, especially
Mm-hmm.
those who have clients asking them, where are you based? Where are
Mm-hmm.
you? And clients are not trusting that you're selling stuff from your home. Probably you'll not deliver the right thing and they don't know. So I've given that opportunity to online entrepreneurs to have a physical space And there are other clients who are looking at expanding their businesses. So let's say you have a business in Mombasa and you're looking at having another platform or another physical location, and probably you don't have the finances of opening a shop. So I give you a shelf space
Mm.
where you're able to display your products and your clients can access from here. And then one interesting thing that I add on, because most of the venture shelf businesses are what they're not doing is providing marketing services. So you just have a physical location, yes, but then they don't help you out. There are people who are doing online businesses and they don't know what to do, who to talk to, what content to create, and stuff like that. So I give free marketing and of course consultancy when I see your online presence to your business. And if you're looking at pick up and drop up location, we give that services. And we are soon going to be doing deliveries. We're actually coordinating deliveries, but we'll bring our own rider and do deliveries for us.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Which location at Thika? Building,
Thika,
street?
Thika, Kwame Nkrumah Road, Alisa Plaza, room 28. We are right opposite Safaricom.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Great.
I think you could come back and write all that for us or on
Mm,
that. And then, yeah, and you know, when it's on the comment, then people can find it a lot easier.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
turn they'll know where
Yeah,
to find
I
it.
put the
But other
link.
than that,
Mm.
thank you so much, Naomi. We really appreciate your time and being for
Oh, thanks for having me. This was really
good
nice.
luck with your business.
Thank
Mm.
you.
And congratulations. Today,
Thank
today,
you.
today was your official launch.
Yes, 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 yes. Quite
Yes.
interesting.
So next time we'll be seeing a lot of things in the background that was like,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
that's
I
that
tend to back.
was yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Yvette, as well. It's always nice seeing your face. I was here on my own on Monday, and I'm like, I miss my
Mm.
bed.
Mhm. Well,
If
it's
I'm
always
the
nice
busy
being
mom,
here.
the busy mom.
Yeah, busy
And
man.
I'm telling you.
Because she's got her son is supposed to be getting ready for the high
For
school things
yeah,
and
I mean, right now we're doing high school selection, so they keep calling us to
Wow,
school.
wow.
Yeah, check the marks against his school choices and all that. Yeah, so it's
mm,
always meetings, meetings, meetings in school. But
motherhood.
yeah, you signed up for it, and so far I'm enjoying it. It's
That's
Yeah.
fun.
nice.
It's
Congratulations.
fine.
That's huge. That's super huge.
Thank you, thank you. Just the other day he was a baby. Now
You
I
look like
we're
know.
getting
you
ready to.
look like you're 21 with that 15 or something.
Yeah, and he's tall. He's just a few inches shorter than me. So yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's joined us today. We really appreciate you and your time and supporting
Mm,
us. We really appreciate you. Please, to show love to Naomi, just go and follow her on social media
yes.
platform. Ask her questions about what she does. Even if you're not planning to purchase, your question might benefit somebody
Oh
else. You might
yes.
need it
Mm,
in future. You never know. You might see it somewhere and you'll be like, actually, I know Naomi does this. Go
mm.
ahead and support us. We love you. Be good. Twapenda sana. You're going to say bye?
Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
having me. It's been nice. It's been amazing. And I'm excited that I'm here for a whole month. So thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you. Thanks for
everybody.
coming
And
and
Bye.
bye
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
bye. Bye.